Welcome to Unruly 3, father of 3 unruly kids.
I'm not Ruly.
Alright, welcome. Today I'm going to try to make on a new wand. This is going to be the Eye of Sauron wand. Here it is from the movie, and this is what it looks like in the end of the wand when I'm done. So the wood I'm using today is some walnut, and so I got a couple new things here. I have I'm using my chuck for the first time instead of using my live center, and I also have a longer tool rest here. This tool rest that I'm using today is a 12-inch long one instead of using a 6-inch long one. So just trying some new things. I think the 6-inch one or this 12-inch one is going to come in really handy when I try doing some bowls and try getting inside. But it was nice not having to change this as much. So once again, I don't have any plans. I'm just going to start cutting away. I'll let you guys enjoy this for a little bit and listen to some music. So here I decided that I want to put some lines in the handle here. So this is just something that just kind of came up totally random. So I'm going to go ahead and put these lines like this, and then I thought it'd be kind of cool to burn into the handle. So I'm just taking, like, this is just picture frame wire that you can get anywhere at Home Depot or Lowe's, and just pull it on there until you see some smoke, I guess, and then kind of burns in the lines, makes it stand out a little bit more at the end. So like always, I totally changed my mind when I started sanding. and I just thought these ones in the end needed to be a little bit smaller, so I try to make them as symmetrical as I can, and then just get right back to doing some more sanding. So I'm really happy with the shape of this wand so far. At the end where I put the eye, I am going to need a little bit more space. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of the chuck just a little bit and pull it out a little bit to just give me a little bit more room here. So at the end here, I'm just going to add a little bit more on the end of this chuck, on the end of the wood here, so that I have just a little bit more space, and then just sand it up. So for sanding, I use the sanding paper that I get from Rockler. They come in these different rolls. So I do 150 grit, and then 240 grit, 320, 400, and then 600. And then here is the putting on the finish. All this is just Howard's cutting block oil, or basically just mineral spirits. You can just use mineral spirits and it's cheaper. I just happened to buy this and it's actually lasted me a long time. I use this rag, I just keep it into a Ziploc bag, and it stays pretty well saturated with this oil. But that walnut really changes color from being that drab gray to being this rich dark brown color. Yeah. All right, so here I got this bag of all these different eyes. I got this off of Amazon. And so over on the left, you can kind of see I have the wand sticking into the vise there. And I'm just going to try some different wands. That's the eye that I end up using. But I thought about, well, maybe I'm going to do some different ones. And then I thought, no, I'm going to do this Eye of Sauron. So I'm just going to center punch, put a hole there, or something to kind of guide me. And then with my drill, I'm going to go ahead and go down a little ways just to see if this is going to hold my eye nice. And if it's in there, great. So I'm going to go down quite a bit because I wanted the eye to look like it's deep inside of the wand. And then just super glue it into place. Then I'm going to go ahead and mix up some epoxy. It didn't take much here. I think it was only like 6 ounces on this one. 6 ounces on the other one. Actually, I think I accidentally got like 8 on the other one, so I wanted to try to get it as close as I could. So I added a little bit of the other kind to make sure it was even. And I'm not adding any pigment to this one, so after I mix it up, unfortunately, it looked like it was really cloudy. Usually when I do this, it comes out being really clear, but this time it came out looking really cloudy, and you can kind of see at the end, the eye even seems to have some bubbles in it. I don't have a pressure pot or anything else to use, so I just kind of wait for the bubbles to work their way up, but it just was just cloudy the whole time, and I wasn't sure why. So I'm going to use this piece of cardboard just to kind of, in case the epoxy comes out over the sides. I just open my vise, put the cardboard in there with a hole, and I'm going to fill in some epoxy onto the top. But again, you can kind of see that creamy, and I'm hoping that it would dry clear, but even you can still see the little bubbles or the drops in it. And then I just take my heater, my open flame, and just kind of go over the top of it a whole bunch of times while it was drying. And this will pop and clear all those bubbles, hopefully. So I just came down every 15 minutes or so. And then here it is at the end. So if you look really close, you can see some little bubbles in there, but it's not super bad. But I think that overall the wand turned out really good. It's comfortable. If you like what you see, give me a comment or a like and a subscribe. Thanks.